Rapunzel. In a realm of wonder, where forests whispered secrets and flowers sang melodies, there stood an ancient tower, veiled by ivy and mystery, holding within it a story as old as time. In a quaint village nearby, a warm-hearted couple dreamed of a family. Each night, they gazed upon a painting of a child, their hearts aching with unfulfilled love. As seasons changed, the wife's eyes caught sight of a radiant garden at the tower's base, where Rapunzel plants swayed like dancers in the breeze. Her heart yearned for just a taste of the Rapunzel spinach, like leaves, and radish, like roots. Under the moon's watchful eye, the husband ventured into the garden, where moonbeams played hide and seek. With a mix of fear and hope, he gathered the Rapunzel, each leaf shimmering under the starlit sky. Suddenly, a powerful enchantress appeared, her eyes ablaze. She caught the husband red-handed and confronted him with a thunderous voice. The enchantress struck a daunting deal. In return for the stolen Rapunzel, they must give her their firstborn child. The enchantress Rapunzel did its magic, and soon the couple had a child. With a heart-wrenching promise made under a starless sky, the couple entrusted their newborn, Rapunzel, to the enchantress. Their home, once filled with laughter, echoed with silence. The enchantress named her Rapunzel after the very plant her mother longed for. Imprisoned within the tower's embrace, Rapunzel blossomed, a tower which had no staircase. Her hair cascaded like golden waterfalls, capturing sunbeams. She sang melodies to her bird friends and painted her dreams on the ancient walls, her spirit unbroken by the solitude. The enchantress did not live with her at the top of the tower. As the moon rose, so did the enchantress, calling, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Using the golden hair, she would climb up to the top, feed Rapunzel, and return down. She was strict on Rapunzel, but in her heart loved Rapunzel as if she were her own daughter. Years went by as per this routine. One day in the heart of the forest, a prince, guided by wanderlust, heard a voice so captivating it seemed woven from the very essence of the forest. Mesmerized, he followed the melody to its source and saw Rapunzel singing in the window of the tower. He hid behind a tree and saw how the enchantress called out to Rapunzel and how she climbed the tower using Rapunzel's hair as a rope. A plan began to form in his heart, as daring as it was dangerous. After the enchantress left in the morning, he put his plan in action. When the prince called out, mimicking the enchantress, Rapunzel was startled to see a stranger climbing her hair. But his gentle eyes and kind smile soon wove a bond of trust. Rapunzel let him in the window. They shared stories and laughter, a balm to her lonely heart. She was curious about how the outside world looked, and he was curious how she was able to survive in a lonely tower. Soon they fell in love. Under the cloak of starlight, they wove plans for her freedom. Each night, the prince brought silken threads, and together they crafted a rope. Their hopes were as high as the stars. But fate twisted cruelly. The enchantress discovered their plan. In a storm of fury, she severed the golden locks and exiled Rapunzel to a faraway land, her heart shattered like glass. The enchantress was scared that the prince might take away Rapunzel from her. The next day, the prince called out to Rapunzel from below. The enchantress dropped Rapunzel's hair for him to climb up. Startled by the anger of the enchantress, he fell from the top of the tower into a thorny bush. He became blind after the fall. He escaped from there somehow. He wandered, lost and heartbroken, his soul crying out for his beloved Rapunzel. In a twist of fate, many days later, the prince heard a whisper of a song, a melody that he longed for in his dreams. There, in the wilderness, he found Rapunzel. They both had tears of joy, and her tears, like liquid diamonds upon falling on him, restored his sight. This was due to the enchantress magic which got embedded on her over the years. Together, they journeyed back to the kingdom, their love a beacon of hope. The once lonely tower now stood as a testament to their enduring love, adorned with flowers of Rapunzel, a symbol of beauty born from resilience. And they lived happily ever after. Children, in the story of Rapunzel, we find the echoes of true love, courage, and the spirit of the human heart, which can't be put down. Save this story and listen to it some other time. Don't forget the moral of the story, and subscribe for more such stories to come.